So AJ has asked me to share a bit of a conversation that he and I have had about how I teach and coach others to watch a video of ourselves and then self-reflect, self-evaluate, and self-coach. Now, for me, since I work with high school students, I'm going to take this from that angle. I also work with adults, but high school students are especially self-conscious about how they appear on video. So it's really easy to teach students how to watch a video in a certain way and then kind of take a step back, because when high school students often watch videos, they want it to be perfect. And in a performance setting or in a presentation setting or in a coaching setting, it's actually not. So as we're watching video, we just need to teach how to do that. And what I do, acknowledging that teenagers are not that much different than adults in this regard, we start to talk about how do we watch the video. So unless it's an extensive video and we just need to watch a clip, we start with go through the video and watch for what you did well. And talk about that, own that, use I statements. I did an amazing job, speaking to the audience, or I really did a nice job with this point, or I did this skill exceedingly well. And use I statements and own that, because too often we watch a video and we become very self-critical of things like our appearance, what's going on, distractions, our nuances, or even, wow, the camera adds 5 kilos to me when I'm watching this. So if we can step back from that and actually watch for the things we're doing well, it's off to a great start. Then the next thing I teach is we're going to watch it in third person. And what I mean by that is I want my students to watch the video and identify that person as a third person, not as themselves. So I'm not seeing myself on this video now. I'm seeing him on the video, or her on the video, or they and them on the video, or that person, or maybe even I name that person. But I'm not responding as myself. Now, we've all heard professional athletes, especially, or some people, and it always sounds strange when they talk about themselves in third person. Everett did an amazing job on the field today. Everett was an exceptional part of the team. And it sounds odd. And the first times you do this, it is difficult and it's a learned skill. But it allows separation between myself and what is happening here on the video. And I can start to be more self-evaluative, self-reflective, and then prepare to self-coach. Much easier when I see someone else doing it and comment on them and how I will then improve. It sounds a little odd, but it gives you a break in a sense of two different things. And then finally, as we're watching the video, we always talk about what is it you're looking for. Identify one or two things that are key points to highlight for yourself as you go through the video. If you want to watch many different things, I'd suggest you watch through the video several different times, looking for different points. If you try to address everything, you will not be successful. But if I talk with my students and say, tell me one thing you want to improve, or as we're watching through this, say, gymnastics routine, let's see if you're pointing your toes the whole time. Or if you're presenting, how were you presenting to the audience? Were you presenting to the screen? Or how were you using the stage? How did you breathe? These things are specific and key points you can identify. And the students are much more successful as they watch these videos and self-reflect and provide options for self-coaching. Because once you have identified specifically what you need to do, you've identified that in third person, then you can say, in the video, Everett had some reflection on his glasses. Did you see that? Well, next time I can make sure my lighting is better so that I don't have that same issue. And as the students practice this, and as we practice this, it becomes easier and easier. It's never that easy because we're still watching ourselves and we're still self-critical of all our quirks and challenges and issues, but it becomes easier. So that's my advice. When you're watching a video and you're watching yourself and you need to self-coach a presentation, or you want to self-coach a presentation or self-evaluate, I would challenge you to, one, watch through it and identify your successes and accept them and take that internally. Two, figure out how you can best identify the person in the video in third person so you're able to coach that person. And finally, identify only a couple things you want to watch. So you're not watching the whole of the video and commenting on it, but identify key points so that as you coach yourself in first and third person and then address yourself in first person of how you will fix that, it is easier to do. And you should, if you practice it and you develop the skill, be more comfortable in the future. My name is Everett Hill. If you got questions or thoughts about this, feel free to hit me up with a message on LinkedIn. Be happy to chat more about this.